Alright, so we've dealt with David. Sorry, dealt with Mark.
I trust Limbo have been warning you people for years that our culture of sin and entitlement would lead to God striking us down. And I'm the one trapped in this fucking radio station. Somebody get me the hell out of here now! Now, goddammit, before I pay all those taxes!
Cutscene has that weird squiggle.
You have one new message. Message received yesterday at 9 p.m.
Is it from Chloe?
Max, it's Nathan.
Oh, wait.
I just wanted to say, I'm sorry.
This is before he was killed by Jefferson.
I didn't want to hurt Kate or Rachel or I didn't want to hurt anybody. Everybody used me. Mr. Jefferson is coming for me now. All this shit will be over soon. Watch out, Max. He wants to hurt you next. Sorry.
So, he was dead before we even went to the party. Nathan was dead before we ever went to the party. And if I read that, if I heard that, did I just not listen to it? I don't know. Car on a roof. There was a car on a roof in one of the pictures. Fire. Jeez. This is a nightmare. This is a damn nightmare.
Get down.
Warren is at the Jewel's Diner. Max, you can't leave
Okay.
until you see Warren and get that photo.
Where are you guys going?
Hey, that guy's trapped. I have to help everybody I can.
Thanks, kid.
That's the trucker.
Once I get the hell out of here, I was trapped here because I got stuck in this shithole delivering logs after the railroad closed down.
You better go now.
And I ain't never coming back here. You need a lift?
No thanks. I have to find a friend.
You go, girl. You go.
Oh,
Death
God.
is everywhere. It's following me. Not Evan. I have to stop him from getting hurt.
This will be my masterpiece.
Evan, did you see that tornado? Get the hell out of here!
Max, there's no way I can cast up these images. Just look at it.
You can't take a picture when you're dead. Now move your ass.
Okay.
Seriously?
Whoa, Max. You do know things. I'm such an idiot.
Only if you don't find a safe spot until this blows over. Okay?
Now I better listen
Evan,
to a real everyday
Tool.
hero. Come with me.
I have to help somebody else first.
But now it's my turn. Right? There's a picture of a whale. Is this the whale? Oh my God. Can I not take it? Right? Because wasn't there... Oh, damn. Warren Full-on tornado. Cars are flying, barely made it to two whales. Have you seen Victoria? She vanished after she got the award. Victoria's dead. Right, wasn't one of the pictures though. A whale. Unless it's that whale over there.
Oh, I can't stand seeing these bodies.
What the?
Mystery solved. But nobody gets.
I'm returning your tablet I stole from you. Salt Lake there with all those cool cat pics. That was the...
Please, God! Help me now, Max! I can't think about all those children out there.
Help me get down. Alyssa's up there? Damn it, Alyssa, what? Alyssa, you're never...
Look up here!
Okay, so it's blocked us, so I gotta go that way.
No, I can't cross this way. Is there another way around? How can I get out of here? If we can make it out of this, Chloe.
Oh, dear God, this is a nightmare.
Don't fail me, Fusebox.
What? The fuse box for what? I want to know what I'm doing first.
This makes me so sad.
Oh, to trip the sprinklers?
Okay, I just need to switch on the electricity to activate the sprinkler.
Gotcha. Oh, damn! The fisherman!
Electrocuted. I want to help that fisherman, but he's in shock and he might not hear me.
Okay,
I want to help that fisherman, but
try.
he's in shock and he might not hear me. Damn. I'm stuck here unless I... This makes me so sad.
Alright, there's gotta be something I can do to help him.
Don't fail me, Fusebox.
Oh, wait. Kill him. Go in there, rewind time. There we go.
Please, 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 please.
Come on! You have to get out of here right now!
I need to breathe. I need
He's
air.
in shock, yeah. Be careful of the fire.
No more storms.
Oh, now can I, like, reach? I can reach through? Yep.
You should get
No.
out of here!
Now he won't be
Tom's dying.
electrocuted.
Okay. I better hurry to the diner over there. I need Warren's photo.
Got him. Dear sweet God. We saw the storm bearing down on the town, but this is a nightmare. And there's another whale. I was wondering why there weren't any more whales on the beaches at the opening of this stream. And that's why. There's the whale with fire behind it. Oh. Did the fire blow up the... I find out where this fire's coming from. The fire's about to blow up the diner. Awesome. That's gonna be great. Let's watch it blow up, then maybe I'll have an option. Is that the RV?
Come on, Max. Stop that fire.
Friggin' how? Stop that fire? With what? I'm legitimately stumped. Is there like sand?
Yes. Look at that. This tornado might be the end of the world. But not if I can change
All right. Whale with fire, nightmare. I think I should put down some more sand. I mean, like, car on roof. I saw car on roof. Car on roof.
The monsters are actually the people here.
We were just yelling at Evan for this exact thing. My question is...
She's not here. I hope she's in a shelter.
She was the only person aside from Chloe I told about the
I never
storm.
even asked her name.
Okay. My big question is, I saw Alyssa up there. Can I get up there? Oh, this whole thing collapsed. to like go around. Oh no. I'm curious. Reload last checkpoint. Can I reload this? No, damn it. That's what I didn't want. Damn. Alright, I guess I didn't save Alyssa. I mean, I think I can see her there. No, that's a piece of paper. Never mind. Just go to here. Rewind. Shovel sand. There we go.
Please let this sand put out the fire.
Okay.
Yes.
I know I already got it, but let's just make sure. Oh, I still got it, even though I didn't save. Okay. Just so it counts for the context of the game. Alright. Hey, Alyssa. I guess not. I guess Alyssa's dead. Oh, wait.
I wish life was back to simple eggs and bacon. Damn, this is blocked off. Now I have to find another way into the diner. Have a nice day. Sure. But somebody has to save the world.
Gotta find a new way into the diner. Around back? Back door. You know, I'm betting if I didn't warn the homeless lady, she would have been crushed.
Evacuation. Once again, this is not a test. This is not.
At least nobody's going to starve in here.
Tornado warning has been issued for Arcadia Bay and surrounding counties.
Go get him, Juliet.
The emergency broadcast system is now in effect.
Trust me, I'm trying to figure out how.
Save our bay.
I swear.
Max.
Joyce, Frank,
Max.
Warren.
Oh,
The dog here?
Jesus, I am so glad to see you, sweetie. Are you okay?
Yes. What about you guys?
The Two Whales is barely standing now. I don't know if it's gonna make it through this tornado. Oh, poor Officer Barry and all those people
I
out
know.
there. Okay,
I
get
think
your
I saw
ass
Officer Barry
inside.
dead.
I have to get back to this gentleman on the ground. Lauren has been gathering all the first aid.
It's not much, Joyce, but it's all we have.
You okay, Warren?
How the hell did I ignore all those warnings, Max? The snow? The eclipse?
There's nothing you could do about it, Warren.
I'm so stupid. Should have seen it coming.
How could you? You don't have powers.
Hold
So
on.
glad everybody is safe here. But I need that It's hard to believe people were eating breakfast here only a few hours ago.
Oh, Pompidou made it. Thank God.
At least Frank still has Pompidou at his side. It's good to have Frank on our team. Joyce has got everybody's back. Even Frank's.
Come on, Max. Let's talk over here and give Frank some rest and space.
Oh my God, this is rough, guys.
Joyce, how are you doing?
Just when I think I've already been through the ringer. Where's Chloe?
She's safe, Joyce. She just sent me a text before my phone died.
Oh, thank God. I was torturing myself before you showed up. Oh, God, if something happened to Chloe while I ended up stuck.
I can't break this one. I'm gonna go back in time, but...
I'm sorry about all this, Joyce.
Don't be, honey. It's not like you whipped up this tornado on your own.
I think I might have.
I mean, I'm also sorry about everything with David.
You don't have control over any of that. David is an adult, and he has a lot more age and experience under his belt. He doesn't always show it.
I'm sorry I caused so many problems with David and Chloe.
You did the right thing. David overstepped his bounds.
He did, but he just saved me.
Taking his private surveillance way too seriously. But he's sorry, and I wish he was here right now.
I just want our lives to be
Hey,
normal.
he just saved my life. He's a good dude.
Week,
He's just a little
right.
intense.
And look at me.
He needs to smoke
trying
some
keep
weed.
my
He'll be
family
fine.
together. Again. Max, did I make a mistake kicking David out?
David needs you.
David saved my life from the storm. I saw how much he cares about Chloe, even if he couldn't show it. David needs you more than ever, and I can see why you love him.
I'm
There you
so
go.
happy David was there for you.
Gonna
He
fix
has
this
a
man's
lot of
life.
weight on his back from the war, but he truly wants to help people. He even
Even if
agreed
we do it
to
the long way
take a
around.
family counseling class.
I'm sure that was a hard thing for him to do. It shows how much he truly cares about you and Chloe.
Nothing would make me happier than for David and Chloe to make peace, not war. But I don't know what to do anymore. I just
Alright, quit rhyming, Joyce.
want this storm to blow over forever. Maybe it's time we leave Arcadia Bay. If we can.
David is a real hero, Joyce. I know that all he wants to do is make you happy. I know he would do anything for you. And Chloe.
I know. And yes, he's not William, but that's okay. He's not supposed to be.
He's not a
You remind
replacement.
me
He's
of
not a...
when
He's his
he
own
came into
person.
my life, I was ready to give up. David's love gave me strength. He even told me I was his hero.
Aw.
And I can't give up loving him. I want him to come back home. Oh, I hope I get to tell him that soon.
Yeah, me too. Alright, let's,
Come on, Joyce. Focus on the people here.
I hate to say I'm glad to see you, but I'm so glad to see you.
That's okay. The important thing is that you're safe. And I know you can take care of yourself after Nathan.
Should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Damn, Max. Can't believe you actually drove down here in the middle of a fucking E6 tornado. Just for one photograph?
It's important.
I know you didn't come for me.
Warren, I came for all of you. Just tell me you do have the photograph.
I just want...
Now shut up and listen.
Oh yeah. You're finally going to tell me what you never did in the parking lot.
I wish I would have. So I'm just going to tell you without any explanation. Trust me, okay?
Zero explanation.
Always do. You should probably tell me quick.
I had a vision in Jefferson's class of a tornado destroying Arcadia Bay. I went to the bathroom and saw my best friend Chloe get shot by Nathan Prescott. You with me so far?
Where else could I be? Go on.
Then I found out that I could rewind time. And long story short, Mark Jefferson is insane and dangerous.
Whoa. Is that all?
I have to go back in time. Jefferson already killed Chloe. I can't let that happen. I have to do something,
My
Warren.
mouth is not moving.
Max, going back in time is what caused the storm.
All because of me? How?
I'm not a real scientist,
Yep.
even though I play one at school, but this seems like pure cause and effect. Maybe chaos theory. What happened with Jefferson?
Yeah. Murdered Victoria, drugged Kate.
He used Nathan to get drugs and money for him. Jefferson tied me up and dosed me with some drug and took sick photos of me. It was
Yeah.
so horrible.
The fact that
Max,
my mouth is not moving is a little
I'm
undisturbing.
so sorry you had to go through all that. You're the bravest person I've ever known. You know, I want to kill that son of a bitch. Where is he?
Busted. History.
There we go. Back to normal.
Which I need to change fast to make it right again. Is that bad?
For every action, there's a reaction. Whenever you reversed or altered time, maybe you caused a chain reaction. Even in the environment.
All this destruction is my fault.
Yeah.
Give me a break. You sure the hell didn't give yourself time travel powers?
I guess we'll never know if it's magic or science.
Even if it's from a wizard or a wormhole.
Wizard or wormhole.
You're part of something
That's what they
bigger.
say.
I don't believe in fate or destiny, but after this week, I realize I don't know shit.
That makes both of us, Warren.
I do know you're here for a reason. And I guess it's up to you to find out why. Max, I'm sorry you got stuck in this.
So is it...
have a fucking clue what's going on. But I have total faith that you'll do the
But
right
I had
thing
the
when
visions
time comes.
before I manifested the
I'm
powers.
so proud of you, Max. How could there be a more important moment in history? And I'm in the middle of it with you. So thank you for trusting me.
Everyone
Thanks
does
for
to
being
this.
here.
They grab the back of their neck.
Always.
Max, do you think this is the end?
Good job, Warren. I hope those supplies are enough.
Hey, be careful out there.
Hug.
I could use a hug before I do this.
Me too.
No kiss. Sorry, but we're good friends.
Better go before
Don't trip you,
I
though.
get pathetic and tell you not to.
You're not pathetic. You're one of my heroes. And I'm going to make
We are
the
right at the
choices from
oceanside.
now on.
I don't know why you would choose this place to
I
hide.
swear.
That's why you're Super Max.
Is there a basement? I mean, like... Okay, let's see. Where's the most clear? Most clear is right there.
Welcome to the end of the world, ladies.
Chloe's alive. Victoria's alive.
We got no time for this shit. Come on, Max. Chloe. Jesus, dude, what is up with you?
I'm just glad we're here together.
I guess you need to talk. No worries. It's all good.
I'm glad you're with me too. What's going on, Max? We have to find Nathan right now.
Nathan's already dead.
Sorry,
I
Warren.
connected to Rachel. Let's go now. Chloe, wait, listen. I can walk and listen, okay?
Nathan's
Stop
already
and
dead.
listen for once.
Fine, Max. I'm listening.
Chloe, you can't go in that party. You're going to
You're gonna die if you do. You used your powers, right? And you fucked around with time and I died.
Not like that.
You're supposed to back me up. So there's no way that punk-ass bitch Nathan Prescott is taking me down.
You're right, he won't.
Nathan's already dead.
Mark Jefferson killed you. And others.
Jefferson, the art teacher? That's bullshit. Nathan is the fucking serial killer. We saw the proof. Now, excuse me, I'm going to that party to make sure he never hurts anybody again.
Nathan's
Are you
already
coming?
dead.
Nathan is dead, and you're in danger.
He's already dead.
That fucker is already dead? How do you know that?
Because I was there.
Will you please tell me exactly what happened? Please.
Jefferson kidnapped Rachel and some other girls. He was also manipulating Nathan, and he killed him.
Then it's Jefferson's turn to die now. I understand why you don't want to do this, and I won't blame you for not coming with me.
Chloe! Oh, you almost had her, Max. I can still do this. If I'm totally strong and honest, she'll listen. I'm her best.
Excuse me, I'm going to that party to make sure...
Nathan is dead, and you're in danger.
That fucker is already dead? How do you know that?
Because I was there.
Will you please tell me exactly what happened? Please.
Chloe. Jefferson drugged and kidnapped me. I was tied up in his bunker. You have no idea what hell I went through to get back here. But I couldn't let you die.
Yeah.
You brought me back here, and I can't lose you again. I won't.
Max, I'm so sorry. I was the one who dragged you into all this shit. Nobody, especially you, should have to go through that. Now we have to stop Jefferson. With one bullet.
No. Not this way. Chloe, I can't keep fixing everything if all I'm gonna do is just break it over and over again. I know how this is gonna turn out, and I'm afraid I'm fucking up all these alternate realities.
Wait, alternate realities? What do you mean, Max? What did you do?
I fucked up.
I fucked up, Chloe. I wanted to make things right, but everything turned out wrong.
Max, what the hell are you talking about?
I was able to go back in time to the last day William was alive. I stopped him from leaving, but you ended up in a car crash instead.
You saw my dad again?
You were completely paralyzed. And you were in pain. You were slowly dying, and you asked me to end your life. I did. For you.
Yeah?
I didn't want you to suffer in any other timeline or reality. I couldn't bear the thought of you in any more pain.
God, Max.
Seriously, I've been living with murdering you, but also watching you get murdered multiple times.
Sorry I had to ask you that.
It was worse for you. But I had no idea what would happen, and as usual, I messed everything up, and I never want to hurt you. Ever. You have to believe me.
Of course I do. Do you think I would even know how to handle that situation? Nobody would.
Listen, you're just charging in, Chloe.
Thing is that we're together again.
Listen to your friend. I think the honesty's calming her down.
You should come with me so we can stay together and stay alive.
I hear you, Max, but do you think we should let Jefferson get away with torture and murder?
Of course not. If we tell David, he'll believe us and he can actually stop him. Right?
I don't get it. Why do you trust him after you totally reamed him the other day? He's not even at our house anymore.
Chloe, David saved me from Jefferson. If he didn't track down the darkroom, I'd be dead right now.
Max, I had no clue. I should have been the one to save you. But I'm so grateful David was there. So what's your plan?
We tell him everything, including that Victoria is in danger.
Okay.
There we go.
You've been through so much.
Thank God.
I believe you, Max. After all, I'm still your faithful companion.
And then we get David after we get proof on Jefferson.
So listen,
we do an
in a few
evacuation.
minutes, I won't know any of this happened. Nothing. We absolutely have to stay in your room and do nothing. Then we explain everything to David, and we finally let him do his job. You'll have to tell me exactly what I did and said just now. Just explain that I traveled through time using the photo.
Will you believe me?
Yeah.
I'll always believe you, Chloe.
There we go. So, okay, so she doesn't remember the alternate times. Did we change it? It's us explaining to David. Good. They fight. And the cops are there to help. Oh, yes. We're still in the storm, though. How did we end up on the beach?
Oh, Chloe! I see that the real Max is back. So, how was your time trip, dude?
Shut up. Oh, you're alive. You're alive. Oh, both of us. I did so much to bring you back, Chloe. It worked. Actually worked.
I mean, we're still...
You're with me,
we're on a
man.
beach next to it.
Looks like even fate doesn't want us apart. And I traveled through multiple realities just to save my ungrateful ass over and over, and I hope it was worth it. But I don't blame you for wanting me out of your life after all my drama.
Come on. I'm the official drama king and queen of Arcadia Bay this week.
Seriously.
Look at what my powers have caused in just a short time. Nobody.
You're Max fucking Caulfield, Time Warrior. Even if you weren't,
The background sounds are a little distracting.
nobody could have a better best friend. Nobody. You didn't ask for any of this to happen, but it did. You need to accept how awesome you are.
Maybe I willed it subconsciously or something. I always wanted my life to be special. An adventure. But not without you. And it didn't happen until I moved back here. So, without you, my powers wouldn't even exist.
Oh my God, I know
For
where this is.
whatever scientific, mystical
So it
reason
was
that will obviously never
when
fail.
I saved her.
We were meant to be together at this exact moment in history.
When I saved her, I
have
had
to
the
think
vision
of it
beforehand.
So
But when I
behind the
saved her is
scenes,
when I did my first
fighting for
time
justice.
travel.
I'd like to think that too. We all owe Rachel.
That's why I'd never wanted to
Now tell
do
me
it without
everything
you.
that happened. You remember, right?
Well,
That's-
we left the party and made sure Jefferson couldn't find us. For once, I was glad I lived in an actual fortress. Then the storm got hella crazy, and you said we would be safe at the lighthouse.
Chloe, look. The storm is getting bigger now. It's coming closer. Ugh, I can't even believe this is real. This is happening because of me.
I mean,
Stop it.
it's
Just
very
stop beating
distracting,
yourself up,
very
okay?
concerning. It
We
makes
both hit
sense
our
though
dues
that
over
the
the
sound effects would be crazy loud. We're again
Look at that monster.
a couple hundred feet from a tornado.
Who knows? This could be Rachel's revenge. Our revenge.
Wipe Arcadia, clean it.
The lighthouse is out of the way of the tornado. Come on.
But a boat's gonna hit it. We know that.
Chloe.
I've got your back, Max.
Whoa.
What?
Alfred Hitchcock famously called film little pieces of time.
I'm back.
How?
Photography, as he liked
What
to
the
call it.
hell?
These pieces of time can frame us in our glory and
I
our
have to
sorrow.
listen to this Jefferson lecture again. This might be hell.
Now, can you give me an example of a photographer
Okay,
who perfectly
this is
captured the
messed
human
up.
condition in black and white?
Am I stuck in a time loop?
Anybody? Bueller?
Diane Arbus.
Be calm and don't freak out.
Why Arbus?
Yet.
Because of her images of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those
Um.
children.
She saw humanity as torture.
No
What's
one.
going on?
And frankly, it's bullshit.
Nobody even cares?
Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation.
Everybody's gone now. Have I totally fucked up time? This doesn't make sense.
What? What? Oh dear.
You didn't die, Kate.
Don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh, that's too creepy.
Oh, and it's the picture of me.
That's me? Are you kidding?
Did I blow up time?
That's awful.
Oh gosh. I think I messed up, bud. I think I'm...
This is definitely not for reals.
Max Caulfield forever.
That's it? 3 times is clearly not the charm. I don't care if this is a dream or a nightmare. I'm taking this picture.
Squirrel. Tree. Go Ape is in the hallway. The skeleton was smoking was in the... All about the... Okay, the lighthouse is destroyed in this picture.
Rachel didn't deserve any of this.
And it's us finding Rachel's body in that picture. What the hell is...
I'm not going to take the bait.
Everyday zeros.
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry. I just wanted to know if you'd like to spend the rest of your life in my darkroom. Your purity inspires me so much, and we could be so happy together. Who needs selfies when I can give you portraiture?
There's no way I'm saying that. No way.
I love you. My selfies are shit. Our dark room, or thanks for killing Chloe. What the hell? You keep effing up. How many times does Chloe have to die in front of you? Maybe it would be better to actually, have a life. Find my cat pics, please. My heart is broken. Always take the shot. Take a selfie, ho. Yes, you're running out of choices. Let's all go to the lighthouse. Why do you want to kill everybody? So the next one is outside. Max, we have surveillance video of you overdosing Chloe. You can't escape now. There's no reality where you can hide now. Don't you dare underestimate me. The squirrels talk to me, but how can you? Samuel has no phone. Hi, Max, Rachel, Amber here. Just wanted to introduce you. I'll be seeing you soon, real soon. Pompidou the dog. Bitch, do not mess with Frank or me. You got a snack. Max, I loved your photo shoot with Jefferson. He absolutely captured you. If you want to hang... Oh, my God. I mean...
My selfies are shit. I need to be framed by a real artist. I'm just a poser.
Yes, you will be posing. For me. There's so many angles I want to expose you with to the world. I hope you don't mind needles or duct tape.
Alright,
Holy shit, this can't be real.
What the hell?
I don't believe it.
Okay. That was a really cool transition. The door to the... This is like a vigil. And there's a friggin' whale out there. Oh my god, there's a bunch of whales out there.
Hey, Kate. Max, why did you stop me from jumping? What kind of friend are you? You never understood me, or what happened to me. Now
This
my
is weird.
family will never leave me alone, and that means I'll always be alone. Thanks to you.
Kate,
No,
that's
don't
not
feel bad
true.
about this one.
I've always been your friend.
Oh my god. Well, this is a goddamn time loop.
Okay, where did you last propose keys? Think. Screw that.
Dana. Nope. Okay, I can't go back. I think that would be a good one. Just go through the door you came in. Key.
Never mind me, officer. I'm just here to steal a popular key.
This hall never ends. I better find something.
$220. $219. Where's 218? Oh dear. Tara Garcia lives here. Lila Lee, Rachel Amber, Kelly Davis, Hadley Wright. So this is a different time.
Rachel Amber. She was my angel. After my dad died and we moved, I felt abandoned.
Because of the images of hopeless faces, you feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad mothers and children. Now, why don't you go fuck yourself, baby? I think my entries for the contest might be too good.
I want to try something. Okay. So I now know. Talk to Kate. Because there's no key there. Oh, why didn't I try rewinding?
Hey, Kate. Max, why did you stop me from jumping? What kind of friend are you? You
This is
never
straight up
understood
nightmare.
me, or
I
what happened
do
to
not
me.
like this.
Now my family
But I also
will
kind
never
of dig the
leave me
vibe and
alone,
style they're doing.
and that means I'll always be alone. Thanks to you.
Kate, that's not true. I've always been your friend.
I didn't get to look around that hall. That's what I want to do. What? Did she... Okay. Back in the hall. Find the key.
Well, you could look for the key.
218. And this is me dressed in Rachel's clothes.
Rachel Amber. She was my angel. After my dad died and you moved, I felt abandoned.
Still Wales.
Rachel saved my life. So Rachel took my place. I'm glad she was there for you. 6 months ago, she just left Arcadia. Without a word. Without me. How do you know she disappeared? Maybe she wanted to start a totally new life. Unlike you, she would have told me, okay? Something happened to her. Before Rachel left,
Okay, so this was Rachel's room, so we go through Rachel's room. That's why it changed. Now we're Victoria. 221. Victoria, Rachel is a whore. If you're selfie, Victoria takes rules. These are all the things written by or about.
We're not supposed to be friends? Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Max's room? Okay.
Well, Max Caulfield, I could always choose to let you in the Vortex Club.
Go to Victoria's room. Oh, and there's selfies everywhere. Look at me. I'm a Max selfie and it's a piece of poop. Well, guys, I think I found the squirrels.
This one is for Samuel.
Lockers, smoking skeleton. But the whales are gone. Alright.
Zee's waar is het weer vet snel schaam zich.
Where was the club?
Ah, was net iets groot dat nou weer is nou weer op die na. En wel.
Well, this is one of the very first scenes of the game. After the very first class.
I'm actually sitting up.
If I hear the music in reverse, that's gonna... I'll give them props for that. Yeah, we're hearing the opening song in reverse. That's kind of fun. Oh my god. We're hearing me in reverse too.
Well, schedule van de podcast scouts. Hier gaan ze niet even bij jou terug.
Evan. My locker. Oh, it's the deer. There's Go Ape. This is why I confronted Logan. Alright, I think... Again, it might be like we're repeating this 8,000 friggin' times. Oh wait, skeleton? Skeleton? What the hell? The button and the trophy popped before I took the picture? How fucking hard is it to turn in one goddamn selfie? I got
Try to hide,
nope.
Max. Get over here. Let me capture you.
Lighthouse light, but we're in the...
Jefferson is coming after me again.
You used to be so pure, so innocent. Now, you have to die.
Please understand, Max. The only place I can be myself is in the dark room. What happened to your spark, Max? I thought I could be
Maybe I'll be safe in the lighthouse. Maybe I'll wake up.
I realize now you'll never be an artist, much less a photographer. Come here, Max. Class is dismissed.
Oh, it's disturbing. I hate this.
I miss those days when you looked at me in class with those wide eyes. I want to be your professor again. I can teach you so much.
Good evening, Blackwell. This is Percival Wells, and I'm here to drop the mic on Max Caulfield.
Oh my god, it's...
Attention. I regret to announce that one of your... fellow classmates, Maxine Caulfield, has died under tragic circumstances that I promised to investigate after I get my drink on.
There we go, lockers. God, this is the most insane part of the game. Go Ape.
Max, where are you? Max, come out to play. Come out to play, eh? Hey, babe. Who wants to go ape? Go ape, go ape,
wait, is that...
babe.
That's Warren.
You dig my wheels, Max? Get in the car. I'll take you for a ride. Get in the car!
If only Kate Marsh would have jumped off that roof.
Too bad you didn't
Could
become
blame
friends
Miss
with
Caulfield
Topanga.
and finally get her kicked out of Blackwell.
Max, I
She's
know
a
you're
bad
in here.
influence.
You can run, but you can't hide from your white knight.
How can I tell Max's parents that she's a nosy little bitch? Miss Caulfield. Could blame save Miss Caulfield and finally get her kicked out of Blackwell. She's
Come
a
on,
bad
Max.
influence.
Just admit that you're jealous of my service record. Admit it!
How can I tell Max's parents that she's nosy?
Do you have a scarf I can borrow, Max?
I knew I should have given that scholarship to Victoria. Max? Scholarship to... Wait, Max. See, little bit.
I mean, like,
Do you
it's...
have a scarf I can borrow, Max?
Hold on, Max.
It's gotta be here. It's gotta be one of these.
How can I tell Max's parents that she's...
Do you have a scarf I can borrow?
Given that scholarship.
Warren's locker. Warren's the one who says go. It's creepy.
Oh shit, Warren. That is too weird. Fucking scary.
You're my spirit animal.
Just in case I need evidence.
Warren is the one who said go 8. That's right. Here's a doll, my bracelets, and...
We'll cruise to the drive-in.
Alright, and beer bottles. The 5 beer bottles were the junkyard when we were doing the shooting, right? Whoops.
Oh. Thank... Max. Samuel wants to make sure you...
Alright, let's try this again.
For Carrie.
Become friends with the Topanga. The squirrels hate you. And they're hungry. Do you have a...
Come on, Max. Just admit that you're jealous.
The only way you'll ever get into the Vortex Club is if a tornado swallows your ass up.
Do you have a
You
scarf
can't
I can
escape
borrow,
my
Max?
surveillance, Missy.
Admit it, Max. You're just jealous because me and Victoria
Excuse me, Max.
Max, you're just jealous because me and Victoria actually do the work while you do nothing and whine.
Admit it, Max. You're a stoner, a pothead, a weed junkie.
Alright, now we're going into a weird recreation of the junkyard.
Ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open, freak. Those were my beans, Max. Those were my fucking beans.
Frank.
I sure hope you don't think we're buddies. I know you're dying.
Oh, got it. Bottle? What do you mean bottle? Do I actually have to find and collect bottles?
Rachel. Rachel S.
Come on, girlie.
Rachel. Rachel S. Just like her last name.
Me and Rachel
Finally
are
see
floating
right
down here in the sewer. Come on down. Oh man, you should have
You
heard Chloe
will be
smack
my
talk
greatest
you.
work.
Bottles. This might be hell.
Hey, Max.
Well, of course, I see what she's talking about now.
If only you could have seen Rachel. My blood.
Me and Rachel are floating.
Well, these ones aren't too hard to find.
Come on down.
Hey, Max, do you want to say hello to Rachel?
Alright, 2 down. So we gotta find 3 more bottles, I guess?
Max, sit down. You're taking a timeout no matter what.
Okay.
This is my nightmare. Let me have one sanctuary.
If you took some of my drugs, maybe you'd be a lot happier. Now that Rachel's dead, it's time for you to die too, skank.
Oh, when did I get bad bottle karma?
That's 3. That's 4.
Was there one more left?
Greatest
Max.
You will be my greatest portrait, Max.
Oh man, you should have heard Chloe smack talk you. It was brutal. But of course, I see what she's talking about now.
Okay.
If you took some of my drugs, maybe you'd be a lot happier. Get your bone.
Max?
Hey.
Okay.
Be a lot happier.
Oh man, Rachel looked just like a zombie model in the dirt. Just bone, meat, maggots. Oh.
Okay.
If you took some of my drugs,
Hey Max,
maybe
do you want to say
be
hello
a
to
lot
Rachel?
happier.
She's posing for you.
You took some of my drugs.
Looks like there's still bottles to find. Oh, joy.
Now that Rachel's dead,
All right.
it's time
Hey,
for you
look
to
at
die
that.
too, skank.
Please let that be the last one.
I mean, we're at the lighthouse.
I need proof that bottles were out to get me, just in case.
I need proof that bottles are out to get me just in case. So, Max is going crazy. Silhouettes, selfie awareness. So I think all that's left is to... That's every picture, so we're near the end. That's a very small lighthouse. We're in the snow globe. We're in Chloe's snow globes. On Chloe's mantle, surrounded by those 2 squirrels.
Don't you dare question the chef.
Right, like you're the real cook here?
I am when your mom's away.
I'll let her know that.
All I can do is watch.
Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Win. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries.
God, this damn game.
Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you.
I just want to help these people. I know we can't save William.
At the Save Mart. She don't have many bags of delicious grub for us to
You are
feast upon.
ridiculous.
You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please.
That's us burning the picture.
Shit, where are those keys?
This is after we came back and didn't save him and burnt the picture.
You can't hide from me forever. Now lock up after I leave. Play nice. Try not to destroy too much of the house. And no Chloe and Max wine tastings.
Hey Max, did you say hi to Chloe and Joyce? Don't forget to remind them that you let me die.
Dad,
God damn.
How long will this nightmare go on?
Back in the dark room in my pajamas? That's...
I think you'd be perfect for my new photo series on retro grunge. You have the same qualities that I loved in Rachel Amber, but not Max.
Max is a fucking child.
Oh, Christ, I know. And she never shuts up, does she?
I'm so over her hipster bullshit.
I think everyone at Blackwell is over
Come on.
Max. Let's prove it.
Booyah, Warren. I thought you were all over Max's shit.
She's not all that. So who cares if she doesn't kiss me?
Oh, you should have seen her make a move on me in my room. Hella lame.
Max should see me make a move on you. Come here.
God damn, you are a sexy bitch. Why hang out with Max, huh?
Boredom. Plus, she's like my personal puppet.
God, this is just...
I hear that. Do you want a party? I got a drugstore in my room.
Oh shit. Look at Max spying on us. Take a fucking picture, bitch. Or take a selfie. See, this is how you bust a move, Max. No mosh pit for you, Shaka Bra. Damn, Victoria. You're a real woman. Not a little girl like Max.
This is a
Fucking love your
weird...
tats, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us so long to hook up.
Now just rapidly, bam, 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 bam.
Why did you get rewind powers? You don't even know how to use them.
Wanna bet? Rewind. Nope, it's just gonna rewind through all of these again. Never mind.
Damn, Victoria.
God damn.
You're a real woman.
Time has just
Not a little
completely
girl like
messed me up.
I fucking love your tats, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us so long to hook up.
Why did you get rewind powers? You don't even know how to use them. Rachel's dead and you're still alive. Life is so not fair.
But this...
I wish you would have never come back to Arcadia Bay. You're the real Storm.
I am the storm. Where... Okay, where am I? Don't recognize this bathroom. Still haven't gotten to the final friggin' location.
Great. Numbers are all over the place. How will I find the right code? I'll be so grateful if this is the last digicode.
Zero. 00001. 00002. We have a bunch that are circled. Let's do 8391. It's the biggest one.
Now, why doesn't the mirror reflect any of the numbers?
It does. 0311.
Don't kill us, Max!
I guess I'll never dance again, Max.
Right when I was about to start a new life in California.
Shit, Max. I thought we were on the same team. Now I'll die alone.
Max, I hope you do the right thing. I hope.
I was happy just being your friend. Why do you want all your friends to die?
Max, please save us.
Save the Bigfoots, Max. Please.
Honey, I always thought of you like a daughter. And now you're gonna take me away from my family. Why would you do that?
This is goddamn.
Max, you're exactly the kind of soldier I'd want by my side in a war.
Son of a bitch, this is gonna hurt. So this is how Max gets her revenge on.
Max, you saved my life. Gave me the chance to catch one more fish.
Thanks for that warning, Max. You treated me like a human, not like trash. I sure hope you do that for everybody in town.
Killing me is so not cool.
This is...
Wow, Max. Right when I finally find a cool chick to date, you have to kill us off. This sucks.
Breaker. Thanks for saving me and carrying the load, good buddy. That's a big 10-4.
This is not how I wanted to spend my last
I
hour
know
on
I
Earth.
haven't been the best principal to you, but you've been a great everyday hero for us.
Please save us. I guess my husband and new baby will have to go without me.
Max, I hope you can live with yourself after this.
Don't let the squirrels die.
Oh my god, there's squirrels in the...
I wish we had been friends, Max. But please, don't let me die like this. I'm still a teenager.
Max, I truly am sorry.
This is a
for
mindfuck.
being
I'm
such
sorry.
a bastard. You would have been cool to hang out with. I just don't want everybody else to suffer like me.
Don't let the squirrels die.
You've always had my back, and now you're going to let me die? Thanks, Max.
Oh, Max. What exactly was the point of saving me if you're gonna let me die?
Max, I hope you can live with yourself after this.
You've always had my back, and now you're going to let Please, me Max, die? don't kill me so Thanks,
We can
Max.
finally have our tea session.
Max, I want you to know how much confidence you gave me. Nobody ever did that for me.
I survived poverty and an abusive family, just so I can end up here to die.
I don't think there's... I think they're... I think
always
this
had my
is
back, and now-
everyone in town who will die if the storm happens.
Max.
I keep changing time, and that's what causes the storm.
Now I'll die alone.
Why would you do that?
Max,
And in doing so, causing the storm is going to kill all of these people. It's going to kill everyone.
I was happy just being your friend.
So this is how Max gets her
Husband and
Don't
new
let the
baby
squirrels die.
will have to go without
But
me.
you've been a great everyday hero for us.
Who are you? Holy shit, are you serial? I'm you, dumbass. Or I'm one of many Maxes you've left behind. Can you get me out of here? Oh, so you want help? Thought you could control everybody and everything, huh? Twist time around your fingers?
Kinda.
I tried to help. I only wanted to do the right thing.
Well,
no, you only wanted to be popular.
the road to hell.
And once you got these amazing powers, your big plan was to trick people into thinking you give a rat's ass. I do care. That's why I was trying to make friends. By telling people what they want to hear.
Oh, damn.
You were just looking for a shortcut because you can't make friends on your own. That's not
God
true.
damn.
I have great friends, and I've used my powers for good. Please, stop playing innocent. You're a goddamn hypocrite. You've left a trail of death and suffering behind you. That was not my fault, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare talk about our mom that way. What about the crap that was your fault? Wait, let me guess. You fucked up time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that? Of course. She's my best friend.
Oh yeah, you ignored your best friend for 5 years while she went through hell. Some friend. Chloe does a better job of guilt-tripping me than you do. Because you let her bully you. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. But you didn't do that homework, so you'll have to learn the hard way. Like Rachel. Just shut up. You're not scaring me anymore. I'd be more worried about Chloe killing us than Jefferson. Max, do you really think she has any feelings for us? You're just another puppet. Man, you are so stupid. I'm embarrassed to have the same name. And someday Chloe will destroy... Oh hell, speak of the devil.
Oh boy.
Dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't. There's no way you can break up our team. This is reality.
That's really distorted.
After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
It's like she's talking through a tin can.
I am seriously glad to see you.
I am seriously glad to see you.
Sounds weird and distorted.
I know it was your birthday last month. This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
Oh yeah, I see this like a
Yes,
road.
of course it's cool. Thank you. This camera is so sweet.
Now that we got that mushy shit out of the way, I feel like stage diving. Let's thrash this place. Yep, I'm fucking insane in the brain. Let's dance! Shake that bony white ass. Or take my picture with your new camera. This song fucking rules. Can't dance, hippie? Come on. Rock out, girl. Yo, turn it off. Turn it off. You need to hide now. My stepdad will kill me if he finds you here. You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like...
Oh my god, this is like literally a walk down memory lane.
If this is destiny, I hope we can find Rachel. I miss her, Max. What the hell is this?
Snowflakes? Or a storm is coming?
Max, start from the beginning. Tell me everything. Let's talk about your superpower. Epic. I pledge allegiance to
And I'm not
Max.
getting any of
stands.
Max's side of the conversation. It's all Chloe.
Rewind time, Max. That's fucking insane. We have to play. You need a sidekick to guide you.
Okay, Girl Wonder. Show me the way to Chloe's cave.
Welcome to American Rust, my home away from hell.
Raw and rough. It suits you.
Oh no, that was me.
Max, do you know how awesome this is? I get my best friend back, and she's also supersized.
I don't feel so super.
Max, here, let me help you find a place to chill. You freaked me out there. Do you feel any better now? You saved me again. Crazy. Now we're totally bonded for life. Since you're the mysterious superhero,
Oh my god.
I'll be your faithful chauffeur and companion.
My powers might not last, Chloe.
That's okay. We will. Forever.
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time. I might get on the other side of that door before you, Lupin. Max, you better come check out these files.
This is literally every scene we had together.
Look. Rachel in the dark room. Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it. No.
Because he
we're
overdosed
not taking
Rachel.
the cozy chair.
Accidentally.
Max, do your powers include mind reading? Cowabunga! Why, look, an otter in my water. Your power is changing everything, Max. Especially you.
Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I get out.
You look cute with your hair soaked in chemicals. Hide! Hide! Photobomb!
Photo hog. It feels like a different world from yesterday.
We left a skid mark on Blackwell last night.
Wish we could just hang out all morning like we used to. Maybe we should get up. I have to get back to Blackwell soon.
I double dare you. Kiss me now. Damn, you're hardcore, Max. Now I can text Warren and tell him he doesn't stand a chance. Unless
Yeah, like how she just looks so like, wait, what just happened?
Such a dork. Oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy. Can you see us
in
heading
Brent
down the
surfing.
coast to Big Sur and beyond? I know. Just daydreaming. That makes me ill, but
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad.
dude, I am so lucky that my father is cool.
Not until I see it first. You know the rules, Dad.
Dude, I am so lucky that my father is cool. Max, you are being so fucking strange. You feel okay?
Chloe, I am awesome. We are
Went back in time, changed things.
It's weird hanging out with you again.
This is when we...
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
Look, the worst thing you can do is treat me like a baby. I still want to laugh and talk shit with my best friend. Can we stop? This is... Whoa, awesome picture. We look so badass in our pirate gear.
We should...
Chloe, you're back. I'm so glad you're here.
Goddamn.
You sound high, but thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together.
Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
Victoria has to be next. Nathan must be planning to dose her tonight at the Vortex Club party.
We're almost there.
Rachel.
Rachel! Oh, Rachel, no, please not her!
Chloe.
Rachel, why?
Come on, Max, we're almost there.
This is now. I kind of forgot that we got like sucked into a storm before this nightmare.
We'll be okay.
Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe. I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
I swear. But that nightmare was so real. Was so horrible.
And it's all because I kept fucking with time. I fucked with time too much, and it caused this butterfly effect. Little things can cause big things in the future. Butterfly flaps its wing on one side, can cause a tornado in another part of the world. Again, it sticks with the butterfly motif, sticks with the storm motif.
I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. And all I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all of that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me, which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing. Max. This is the only way.
I feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago.
The second picture of the game.
You could use that photo to change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to
Fuck that. No. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all
Go
that
back in
matters to
time
me.
and never save Chloe.
I know. You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even
My stepfather.
Hey!
Still alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me. Don't say that. I won't trade you. You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me.
A lot of bad
I
stuff.
feel selfish, but for once, I think I should accept my fate. Our fate, Chloe.
And then I have to go
Max,
through
you
and
finally
live with
came back to
memory
me
of
this
this,
week,
and you die.
You did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose,
Damn.
I know you'll make the right decision. Chloe, I can't make this choice. No, Max.
Damn, Chloe.
You're the only one who can.
Oh, God damn it. Well, this is it. This is what it's come down to. Sacrifice Chloe. Sacrifice Arcadia Bay. Oh, God damn. Jesus. And now I get the purpose of that nightmare, really driving home not just all the mistakes that I made and all the conversations that I had, but every person who will likely die as a result of my actions. Just running it through. Ready? In my brain. Running through it. In my brain, I'm going to put Max and Chloe in a little bubble. Max and Chloe will live. Hypothetically. Right? So people in Arcadia Bay who could die. Joyce. David. Warren. Frank. His dog. I didn't see the homeless woman at all. Alyssa, Brooke, Evan, Daniel, Victoria, who is dead in this timeline already? Technically Mr. Jefferson. Oh my God. Courtney, Taylor, Dana, Logan, Trevor. How many people? Zach, Hayden, Nathan's already dead. Rachel's already dead. Justin, Samuel, science teacher, Principal Wells, Stella, Kate, Juliet. Just look at that. God damn, that's so many people. Many of whom I like. Needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one, right? But that doesn't change the fact that I was the one who abandoned her. Max abandoned Chloe for 5 years. When she was going through the worst time of her life, I left her. And I gave her 1 week of joy. 5 days, not even a week, 5 days of joy. Is that enough to make up for 5 years of abject misery? But is it also worth killing everyone, potentially? But on the other hand, it's a video game, so kill them all.
Max, it's time. Not anymore. Max, I'll always be with you. Forever.
I mean, my thing is, why did we not warn anyone else about the storm? Like, hey, Joyce, stay. Is there like a fallout shelter? You see buildings being ripped up in their entirety. We know the fisherman was right there. We know Alyssa was right there. This I did. The diner's right there. You can see the diner directly in the path. Guys, maybe go inside the lighthouse? Or like the porta potty that's right there, or something. Just not, don't. I made my choice. For her. That's the diner. The diner's gone. There's a whale on that house. Oh, Jesus. The diner's there. Hey! And their does. Our spirit animal, which is the terminology they used at the time. I know spirit animal is no longer, we don't. What's the proper terminology now? Oh my god. Just look at this devastation. My god. We're driving through the ruins. Does that mean I wasn't there to stop the fire from spreading into the diner? So I killed her mom. I thought maybe there was a chance some things would change. No, I straight up killed her mom. Welp. I made a choice. I'm sticking with it. What if? 100% Life is Strange. Guys, what a great game. I sacrificed Arcadia Bay for her. For one girl, I sacrificed a town of hundreds of people, including friends. But it kind of undercuts the selfishness of the character, which in a way I kind of like. She was the active observer her entire life. She didn't make any choices. She didn't take the shot. She didn't do the thing. She just observed. So I kind of like that I made the choice, I pulled the trigger, I took the shot, thanks to Mr. Jefferson. But I got a lot of people killed, probably. Could anyone have survived? I'm very curious as to the other... what would have happened. So I assume I would have gone back and let Chloe die. I'm probably going to play through this again in my own time and watch that. Make some different choices. David got a scar during the fight. Yeah, scars are badass. David didn't kill Jefferson. I saved the trucker. I saved Evan. I didn't save Alyssa. Damn. You saved the fisherman. You helped Joyce believe in David again. Oh, you didn't tell the truth about Rachel to Frank. You hugged Warren. So in this universe, we know, guaranteed, Victoria's still dead. Nathan is still dead. No, Victoria is not dead in this universe because we didn't warn her about Jefferson? Or she was at the party, right? So Victoria might be dead. No, because that wasn't his style. He just drugged them. He didn't kill them. The only death was an accident on Nathan's part. So Victoria's probably alive but traumatized. Nathan's dead. And Alyssa is dead, because we didn't save her there. So that's the only two that are confirmed dead. In my mind, many of them could still be alive. Any of them. Blackwell, those dorms seem pretty reinforced. I mean, I know tornadoes, smaller tornadoes than an E6, rip brick and stone buildings out of the ground and completely devastate them and level them and kill thousands, but let me live in denial for a minute. The butterfly on the bucket. And there we go. I can replay from the chapter I choose. That's cool. So I could go back and pick select times. I think I'm going to play it on my own time, though. I think I am going to... Ooh, there's a director's commentary. Oh, I got to buy it. Contact cafe, never mind. Oh, right there. That's cool. It's a little free. Now, I know for a fact that there is an addendum to this game called Life is Strange Before the Storm. I will do some research and decide whether I'm going to play that. 100% I'm going to be playing Life is Strange 2 and Life is Strange True Colors. Those are both high on my list. I'll probably start Life is Strange 2 tomorrow on stream, next week on YouTube. Man. This is just nuts, though. What a great game. I regret not playing this sooner. I would have lived up this game. This game would have been a highlight of mine. I love good quality time travel stories. Back to the Future is still my favorite movie to date. Love Back to the Future. And select time travel stories. Like Doctor Who is one of my favorite series. My favorite episodes of The Orville, if you ever watch The Orville, are the two time or one time travel episode and the one that sets it up. They're truly so many quality time travel stories, and I love the alternate branching timeline paths that this one sets up. And I think it's very fascinating. And I love that it's all set over a 5-day period. The question is, my whole thing is, why did I get the vision before I unlocked the time travel power, unless it always was some form of destiny? We were always destined to get to that point. because I had the vision, I unlocked those memories, in some sense, before meeting Chloe again. Right? Alright, let me do my quick breakdown of this game. My big criteria for games, as always, story. That's always number one. And this is a narrative game, so story is important, and I loved the crap out of this story. Not only was there that clearly Twilight Zone, Twin Peaks inspired strange eeriness with the time travel, but it blended in really well with this mystery of what is going on in this small Oregon town. Really, I thought that was really cool. There was just so many tiny aspects of that story, and I thought the interplay between the characters wove very well into the narrative and helped it feel really fleshed out. And I'm sure on further playthroughs, I'll get to see and appreciate more of the narrative and more of the small decisions I missed. Which leads me to my second point. Characters, great. Characters felt very fleshed out. The main characters. By that I mean Max, Chloe, Jefferson, Kate, Victoria, Nathan, David, Joyce, Frank, and to some extent Rachel. Those 10 characters felt great and fleshed out. And to some extent Principal Wells. You know what? I throw Principal Wells on that list too. Everyone else, so the main characters, good. Excellent. Side characters felt a little one-note and weak. Alyssa, she was fine. Daniel was fine, a little more developed, and Taylor. They were probably the three best of the side characters. Warren, I got Warren's gimmick. I was a lovesick teenager too once. Yeah. Never that bad. I was never down bad for... I was never simping that hard. Brooke, Evan, Justin, Courtney, Logan, Zach, they all felt one note. They all felt pretty one-note characters that you could time travel and manipulate into liking you, so I don't disagree with what the other Max said in that one scene. But they felt a little like one-note baseline, you know? I feel like the main characters, though, felt great. Max, awesome protagonist. Love the idea of her interplay with Chloe. I thought their dynamic was phenomenal, which is why I shipped them. Her whole thing of living life behind the camera, it also made her a great antithesis to Jefferson, to Mark, as the villain. Who, his ethos was so twisted and messed up, and I kind of dug it. I think, obviously not in that way, as in, like, solid villain. Good, solid, creepy villain. Chloe, great. Selfish, rebellious, even when there's nothing to properly rebel against, looking for any reason to buck the world and hate the world because of how unfair the world is. Who hasn't felt like that? And it's taking that to a very selfish extreme, but also this person who, from her past, comes to her life and she's immediately starting to heal again. Joyce and David, great characters, really good supporting characters for Chloe. And I think David was a well-done red herring character. David was great. Especially when he starts opening up. He did slap Chloe. That I can't forgive that. But aside from that one instance, everything David did makes sense to me. Well-written character. and well voice act. Joyce too. Joyce was great, very dynamic, very caring. I liked her a lot. Jefferson, again, good villain, good antithesis, good dynamic with Max and the other characters. Which leads to the two leaders of the Vortex Club, Victoria, who got very well developed as the game went on. The more and more you talked to Victoria, the more you understood the pressure she was under, the desire to live up to her dreams at any cost. Like, hey, she admits, I'm a selfish, dumb teenager who's at an art school miles away from my family. I'm here to have fun, or she's not. I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to achieve my dreams, and I'll do what I have to do to get to that point. But I'm also highly insecure and envious of your natural talent, because she clearly works for it. She clearly works incredibly hard for it, and sees it comes easier to Max, and sees why Jefferson favors Max, and hates her for it. Nathan. Nathan is so interesting to me. I have taken courses on abnormal psych, and I've taken courses on psychopathology, and I mean, I have a degree in psychology, and Nathan is fascinating. Nathan is horribly abused, horribly neglected. The more and more you learn about Nathan's backstory, he is such a prime candidate to be manipulated. And he's clearly very troubled. He clearly belongs in an institution, but he clearly needs help. He definitely needs to be out of the Prescott home. But he's a killer. He killed Rachel in an attempt to get his new surrogate father figure to appreciate him and to be like him. You even saw that Nathan's room was a small microcosm, a small replica of the dark room, complete with the bondage photos on the walls, and his very depressing photos of like the dead animals or the people set to the depressing backdrops was reminiscent of Jefferson's style. I really like that. I love that concept. On the other token, he was nuts, brought a gun to school, which absolutely not. Too much of that in the world. And, oh man, it was fascinating. Kate, very interesting character, very interesting dive into that clearly traumatized. You're thinking, oh, maybe she's just being so severely bullied when you see the notes. This is probably this was 2012, early into the big cyberbullying boom. This is, 4 or 5 years after Facebook? No, Facebook was 2006. So this is 6 years after Facebook. MySpace is dying at this time. But other social medias are starting to take off. YouTube was a thing by now. So video streaming was a thing, so the severeness of the cyberbullying was clearly taking off, and you assume that's it, but then you learn more about the mystery. Music was amazing. Music made this game. Music was incredible. Music got me VOD muted on 1 or 2 of my videos, but it was still great. Very atmospheric and great sound engineering. Visuals, again, I always prefer aesthetics over graphics. If I preferred graphics, I would have done the remastered version. But the aesthetics are what I care about. So the look of the game, it had a very iconic look. I mean, I have seen people cosplay as these characters for years. Great. They're amazing. Very iconic looks. You know when someone is dressed as Max. You know when someone is dressed as Chloe. Those two in particular have great iconic character designs. And the look and feel of the town is very picturesque, very simple, but beautiful. It's great. I would consider doing the remastered version. I don't know if it's gotten better, but I consider doing the remastered version, absolutely. So story, characters, music, look, and finally the gameplay. Those are my big 5. The gameplay, it played smooth. It played good. It was a solid run. It was a solid game. It was easy to control, easy to figure out. All those puzzles were simple enough given patience. No, I dug it. Good game. Definitely of its time, but still... You know what? I'd say it extends past its time. It's... I don't know if it borders on timeless, like certain games, but it feels like it captures a moment, ironically, for a time travel game. But the time travel mechanic was very fun. The photography mechanic was very fun, especially since both dealt with the themes so well. But, hey, life is strange, and I'm very excited to see what other stories these developers have come up with. I think I am going to do Before the Storm, which I know is a prequel. But I'll probably do that separately, and I'll be doing 2 tomorrow. Because I do want to get to True Colors. So thank you guys so much for joining me. And that's where we're going to end our playthrough of Life is Strange. Thank you so much for joining me. If you guys watch this on Twitch, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And actually, let me give a quick shout out to some of the people who've been chatting with me over the past few days. User POF, OctoKit, Baby Girl Shona. Your name was in Korean. It was Baoji. I can't, sorry. 3-Sided Coin, Nikki James, One for Honor, and The Maid, who I talked to for like 2 hours. And of course, my buddy Bacon. Chris, always great talking to you. But that's where I'm going to go. So, guys, if you watch this on Twitch, give me a follow. If you watch this on YouTube, when I put it up on YouTube in a few weeks, feel free to head over to Twitch, where this is already done. You can check out the VODs for this and other games. Thank you so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys. Until next time.